I just watched Umbrella Academy Season 1 for the very first time on Netflix. This is a show that obviously I've heard about for a while now. I've been hearing great things and everything, but I never really thought like I had an interest in it or like I had time to sit down and watch it, so kind of just been ignoring it. But then not only did I realize, okay, I actually do have time to sit down and watch a show, but also I saw on TikTok the Footloose dance scene from Season 3, and that is honestly what inspired me to watch the show. Also, by the way, I actually learned how to do that dance. Kind of awesome. But yeah, that dance scene is basically what made me watch Umbrella Academy. And I have to say, I love this show. I mean, I've only watched the first season, and that's kind of awesome that, since I am behind, I can just go right into season 2 and 3 as well. But I love this. This is such a good show. It really reminds me of DC's Doom Patrol, which is another show I love as well, because they're both superhero shows based on comics, but it's different than every other superhero show. Like, sure, you've got the crazy sci-fi nature like in the show with like time travel and superpowers and all that stuff, but what I love about this, and it's the same thing in Doom Patrol, is you take these characters and you really make the show about these characters. Like, each character has their own storyline, their own character development. Like, this show is just so good with character development. Each of these characters is amazing. I love the story of where they came from, each of their individual powers, their different numbers, all that stuff, because they're all different, but they're also a family, but like an adopted family. And again, it's very similar to what they do with Doom Patrol, and it's just so much fun. This was such a fun show. Like, it was very intense. It had me on the edge of the seat for the most of it. A lot of these episodes were like really great. There were a few spots where it was a little bland and dull, but I mean, especially the ending, the soundtrack. I have to talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack for the show, one of the best I've ever heard. I mean, I love this soundtrack so much, actually to the point where I'm like super upset that they don't have an actual CD that I can buy, because I love this soundtrack so much that I want a CD of it, and they don't have it like anywhere. I looked online everywhere, they don't have it, can't find it, and I'm actually pretty super duper upset about that. But the soundtrack is amazing. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy level soundtrack right here. It's awesome. And the stuff that's set up for season 2, of course, if you're watching this, chances are if you watch Umbrella Academy, you've probably seen season 2 by now. But me as a new fan, I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to see where we go in the future of Umbrella Academy, and I can now watch season 2 and season 3. Season 4 hasn't been confirmed yet, but hopefully it does get confirmed. And if it does, maybe I'll cover it in the future on the YouTube channel, the TikTok, all that stuff. But for now, guys, have you seen Umbrella Academy? If you haven't, I highly recommend checking it out. It's so good. Go watch it. And if you have, what do you think of Umbrella Academy Season 1? And do you have any, of course, non-spoiler thoughts of, like, advice or something to get me hyped up and prepared for the next couple seasons? But, yeah, I loved Umbrella Academy, and I cannot wait to see what comes in the future.